Before Bruce Lee, action films in Hollywood had a certain style, a predictable, often slow approach to fight scenes. But all of that changed when Bruce Lee appeared on the scene. He was more than just a martial artist. He was a force of nature, someone who didn't just act in action films. He completely transformed how action was depicted. With his speed, precision, and electrifying on-screen presence, Bruce Lee redefined the way fight sequences were choreographed and shot. He wasn't just fighting his opponents, he was captivating audiences worldwide. His influence went beyond the screen, bringing a level of authenticity and intensity that Hollywood had never seen before. Bruce Lee wasn't just an action star. He was the catalyst for an entirely new era of action cinema. Breaking the stereotypes, Lee's fight against Asian representation. In the 1960s, Hollywood had a clear problem when it came to representation. Asian actors were often relegated to side characters or worse, caricatures. But Bruce Lee refused to be boxed in. He stood up against these stereotypes, bringing authenticity, pride, and power to his roles. As Kato in The Green Hornet, Lee wasn't just the sidekick. He was the star of every fight, displaying skills that left audiences in awe. This was only the beginning. By the time Enter the Dragon hit theaters, Bruce Lee had become an international sensation, one who shattered barriers for Asian actors in Hollywood. He showed that Asian characters could be strong, intelligent, and the main heroes, paving the way for generations of actors to come. The philosophy of combat, bringing real martial arts to the screen. Hollywood action scenes before Bruce Lee were often choreographed to look flashy, but lacked realism. Fights were slow, exaggerated, and quite frankly, staged. When Bruce Lee arrived, he introduced something radically different. He brought real martial arts to the screen. Every punch, kick, and movement had purpose, speed, and intensity. Lee's martial art, Jeet Kune Do, was a reflection of his personal philosophy: fluid, adaptive, and efficient. His fight scenes weren't just about spectacle. They were about the art of combat itself. Hollywood action films were no longer just about brute force. They became demonstrations of discipline, skill, and strategy, forever changing the way fight scenes were executed and appreciated. 4. Physicality meets philosophy, the mind behind the fist. Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial artist or an actor, he was a philosopher. His famous words, "Be water, my friend," reflect his belief that flexibility, adaptability, and inner calm were essential not just in life, but in combat. This philosophy carried over into his films. In his fight scenes, he wasn't simply throwing punches. He was showing audiences a deeper understanding of the mind-body connection. Every movement had meaning. For Lee, fighting wasn't just a physical act. It was a reflection of life's challenges, with each opponent symbolizing obstacles to overcome. This blend of physical mastery and philosophical insight gave his films a depth that went beyond entertainment, turning action into art. Legacy, the action genre, after Bruce Lee. Even after his untimely death, Bruce Lee's legacy has only grown. He didn't just star in Hollywood action films, he changed them forever. Every modern action movie, from martial arts films to superhero blockbusters, carries some of his influence. His style of fast, fluid combat can be seen in the work of action stars like Jackie Chan, Jet Li, and even modern-day actors like Keanu Reeves in John Wick. Lee proved that action scenes could be both realistic and thrilling, and his philosophy of pushing limits continues to inspire filmmakers today. Bruce Lee's impact on Hollywood is immeasurable. He took a genre that was often formulaic and turned it into something dynamic, intelligent, and powerful. He wasn't just a martial artist. He was a revolutionary. Bruce Lee, the master who transformed a genre. Bruce Lee wasn't just a martial artist, actor, or philosopher. He was a visionary. His work in Hollywood redefined not only what action films could be, but what they should be. He brought speed, power, and authenticity to fight scenes, challenging the old slow-motion choreography of the past. More than that, Bruce Lee broke cultural and racial barriers, showing that an Asian actor could not only lead, but could be a global icon. His legacy continues to shape the action genre today, influencing everything from choreography to character depth in films. Bruce Lee didn't just leave a mark on Hollywood, he completely reshaped it. And while he may be gone, his revolutionary spirit lives on in every punch, kick, and philosophy echoed in modern cinema.